Okay, hello people. Woo! Just a little bit more smart. Let's say we start from the beginning. This is after Ashley's, so let's remove these elements. So we start from the beginning, which is all the buildings, okay? And again, you have another recording in Blackboard that you should go and check it out with this idea of selecting by attributes and selecting by location. Those are, I think, very necessary, both of those types of selections for your map discovery right now, okay? So what I'm going to do is the first one is select a bunch of the buildings, and again, you select here on the selection tool, and you just need to right click on the layer and say selection, create layer. Automatically creates a layer, so you can uncheck the one in the bottom so it's not as heavy, and you can right click properties, and first thing I will do is rename it, my new layer, that would be the name. And again, two things are important always in any data set. One is the attribute table, so you know what's going on in there, and if you don't find that metadata file that is a PDF or a text file in the folder where you found the shapefiles, you can always go to the top, and most of them, not all of them, are quite obvious and understood. Like height, this is quite obvious that we're dealing with a dimension regarding the height of each of the buildings and probably roof, So again, we can select according to, for example, the height, okay? So it will be as simple as selection. And we will say by attribute. Now, here's the thing about heights or populations. It's difficult to say equal, we cannot go and search for that data like height row. So we have to incorporate down here a formula, a mathematical formula. And to do so, we need x and y's. But instead of x and y's, we have specific data like height row. So we have to double click in order to incorporate that x factor into the formula. And then we have all these other criteria or formulation to ingredients. We have equal, greater than, less than, etc. So in terms of roof, I'm going to say greater than, and I'm going to say like 600, for example. So in theory, if I verify and it says okay, which it is, and I say okay, it's going to give me every building that has its height bigger than 600. So I say okay. And if it takes a long time, it's because there's a lot of data going on. But in your case, with your neighborhood, it should be very, very fast, I would imagine, because you don't have so much as we have here. It has to go through all of the different data samples, and after it goes through it, it tells you it's drawing the new layer. And I guess we don't have any here for whatever reason. I'll change that to 400. I mean, I think something's not working today here. Anyway, and when you do that, you should be able to have the selection of the two of the elements. I think it's because I eliminated before from the equation. So let's do something different. Let's actually say selection attribute, and let's say less than, and let's say 50 or 200. Let's see if we have, or 100. Okay, so I don't know really what's happening at this point, but in theory that formula should work properly and just select those specific buildings that are corresponding with that height that we're measuring. So anyway, if it doesn't work, just come and talk to me regarding this issue. But according to this formula, once it has been placed, it should be properly set when you say OK to have the selection of those specific conditions. Okay.